These are the NA Miata clips for the Beltline molding off of an NA Miata. It may work for an NB as well. The lower side, you can imagine, is the outer panel of the door, and then the top of the screen is where the inner door panel would be. These clips are covered by the Beltline molding, and this, you can see there's a yellow one, and then the remainder of them are white ones that you typically see. So you can imagine this is a passenger side door as you're looking at it from the outside of the car. You can see that there's only one yellow tab, and this is closest to the rear portion of the door. And it seems like if you look at the overall shape of it, it seems a little shorter, but also a little wider. I don't know exactly what the logic was for this, but it's designed that way, and you'll find it on all of the NA Miata doors if you take off the Beltline molding. And so as you kind of use a plastic pick device to lift up the Beltline molding to detach it, what you'll see if you peek under is just this little tab right there is what sticks up. And you can't push hard enough to really pull it off. You just have to literally use the trim tool and lift it vertically upwards. I use two trim tools to kind of keep the shape of the Beltline molding so it doesn't bend. But a lot of people still kind of wonder, only having a two-dimensional perspective on how it attaches. So you can see that here is the crevice within which the rubber trim actually seats. And then this back portion here is where it clips to the metal portion towards the left side. That little gap is where it clips to the metal portion of the actual door inner frame. And then this little clip here, again, is the one that in an ideal world you'd be able to kind of push inwards and it would release the clip. But what I had to do to release these after I took off the Beltline molding was use a plier on both ends, use a pick tool, push this little tab, which is seated under a metal lip along the top of the door frame, and that was the only way I could take these out without breaking most of them. So here you can see the one that, again, is more along towards the center of the door and all the way down towards the front of the door, okay? And you can see here that clip is attached. It's pliable, but here is a picture of one where I kind of was too aggressive, and you can see the bottom portion of the tab was actually broken. It should still serve its purpose. It may not necessarily seat as well, but with all the other clips, this should work. Again, these are demonstration pieces. These aren't actually the ones that came off of my Miata. So that's how they look like. Get a three-dimensional perspective. And just for the sake of completeness, here is the front of the clips as well. See how they're positioned from the front. And here is a white one, also from the front.